What's up, everybody? It's Willie Walnuts, and today we're going to be making some bar-style pizza doughs. I recently watched a YouTube video and some guy made a bar-style pizza with butter instead of oil, so we're going to give it a shot. We're going to do two different ways. We're going to make one batch with butter and the other batch with oil, and we'll see which one comes out better. Let's give it a shot. So what we're going to do first is measure out our all-purpose flour. We need 330 grams. Next, we're going to measure out the salt. We need 1 teaspoon of salt. Next, we need some yeast. I'm using active dry yeast. Not sure if it makes a difference. Next, we need 2 tablespoons of butter. We're using Kerrygold. You could use whatever you want, I really don't care. Just make sure it's unsalted so you don't oversalt your dough. And next we need 2/3 a cup of water. Now I think what makes this dough different besides the butter than a regular pizza dough is you're making it really dry. You don't want it as wet as you would make a normal dough. Put the top on and we'll put it on the dough setting. I don't know if that really does anything, but I guess we'll find out. All right. Once it starts to come together, just pop it out and we'll knead it the rest of the way by hand. A little bit of flour down. Alright, so as long as all your clumps of flour are blended in, you should be good. We're going to put this in a bowl and let it rise for 2.5 hours. Throw some saran wrap on top of it and we'll let it rest. Now we're going to make the one with the oil and see if there's a big difference. 1 teaspoon of salt again. Teaspoon and a half of yeast. And we'll go 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And again, 2/3 a cup of water. This is definitely way drier, so we're going to add a little bit more water. That should be good. All right, it don't look pretty. Guess we'll see if it works. I don't know. All right, what we're gonna do now is divide them up and put them in pizza tins and let them rise a little bit longer before we make them. So the small one is the butter one. Put a little bit of oil in these so they don't stick. Try and shape it a little bit and make it easier to form when we have to stretch it out. One. Looks like it might have risen a little more than the other one. All right, so we'll see you back in about 30 minutes when we're ready to make the pizzas. All right, we're back. It's been 30 minutes since the dough's risen. We're gonna take it out and try and form the pizzas. We're gonna do the one that has butter first. All right, we're gonna flour the surface a little bit. We're going to use a roller. This dough is more like a pie crust than a pizza dough. I'm going to put some cornmeal on the pizza peel. Some parmesan. Cool. And now to outside. Cool, here we go. All right, we're outside. We're gonna check the temperature of our stone. 600 degrees, 612, 630. All right, we're good. Let's do it. All right, what do we think? It's a little bright too. Step it down a little bit there. see what it tastes like. I can already smell the butter. It's gonna be interesting. Cheers.
Really good.
It's pretty good, nice and crispy. Can't really taste the butter, but you can smell it. I guess we'll see how the olive oil one comes out next. No flop. Taking out the olive oil one. All right, and now we're gonna try the olive oil dough. Somebody didn't cut it all the way through.
Snitch. All right, cheers.
Cheers. It's definitely still way too hot.
Maybe olive oil one. I mean, it doesn't taste buttery, but
Yeah, it's just as good. The texture is
like
just as good.
a lighter.
Doesn't have that little bit of butter flavor. All right, well, until next time, peace.